From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's voice briefing. It's Monday, April 13th, 2026.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Keith Matheny. It's been a major motivation for deer hunters for generations, bagging a big buck with a large, many-pointed antler rack. But that long-standing focus on bucks has thrown the male-female ratios of Michigan's deer herd out of whack. It's led to overpopulation and crop damage in southern Michigan and has contributed to a perceived underabundance of deer in parts of the Upper Peninsula. Many hunters report finding fewer and fewer of those older trophy bucks. In response, Michigan wildlife managers are proposing significant changes to the state's iconic firearm deer season, most notably a 1 buck per hunter limit and a significantly shortened December hunt no longer limited in the Lower Peninsula to muzzle-loader firearms. Michigan Department of Natural Resources staff presented these and other recommendations for 2026 through 2028 to the Natural Resources Commission at its meeting Wednesday. The commission oversees the state's hunting and fishing policies. Under the plan, single deer licenses would be limited to antlerless deer only in the Lower Peninsula, with combination licenses now only allowing the shooting of 1 buck and 1 antlerless deer or 2 antlerless deer. The state currently allows the taking of 2 bucks. According to the DNR, Michigan is unique among Great Lakes states in its propensity for harvesting bucks over does. Nearly 80% of Michigan's deer hunters do not take antlerless deer. The 1 buck proposal is getting a mixed reaction from hunters. The Natural Resources Commission could vote on the changes at its May meeting.
This is Liam Rapley for the Detroit Free Press. Atop Stellantis' headquarters, presiding over Auburn Hills as a testament to the storied automotive history of the Metro Detroit region, is a 5-pointed logo called the Pentastar. The same logo sits in ornamental fashion on the hood of Devin Sykes' daily driver, a 1987 Plymouth Grand Fury, a car that was built during former Chrysler CEO Lee Iacocca's reign when Plymouth was a Chrysler brand. So when Sykes, an EV engineer at Stellantis, drove his car to work, he parked in a preferred parking spot reserved for Stellantis family vehicles with a little bit of pride. But after work, Sykes told me there was a ticket on his windshield, and the first thing he did was laugh out loud. Sykes was ticketed for parking a competitor's vehicle in a company car spot, a practice in place at most automotive headquarters. Sykes' ticket was resolved quickly because a Plymouth is essentially a Chrysler, but his story is not an isolated incident of parking frustrations taking place at Stellantis' headquarters. In January, the automaker announced it would be calling all of its employees back to work, with North American workers being asked to return to full-time in-office work by the end of March. During the gap between the pandemic and now, Stellantis has gone on a hiring spree, with thousands of new and former employees coming back to daily work in the office. Parking on the sprawling campus has become a bit thorny. Employees returning to the office have taken to online forums to voice their frustration over Stellantis' competitive vehicle parking rules, which stipulate that Stellantis vehicles can take convenient parking spaces on the automaker's property. Employees driving competitors' cars have gotten tickets, though they don't come with a fee and are essentially just warnings issued by the security team at Stellantis. Sykes is laughing off the incident, though the parking woes continue at Stellantis. For more, visit freep.com.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Jalen Williams. Brian Hooker, a U.S. man, was arrested on Wednesday, April 8th after his wife, Lynette Hooker, 56 of Olmsted, went missing in the Bahamas on Saturday, April 4th. According to a news release from the Royal Bahamas Police Force, a man was taken into custody after 7 p.m. on Wednesday in Marsh Harbor. A Coast Guard official also told the Free Press on Wednesday that the Coast Guard is conducting a criminal investigation into the disappearance of Lynette. The woman went missing at sea while traveling with her husband from Hopetown to Elbow Cay. Brian Hooker told police that he and his wife departed Hopetown at 7:30 p.m. in an 8-foot boat en route to Elbow Cay. During the journey, his wife reportedly fell off board with the boat keys, causing the engine to shut off. As strong currents carried her away, he lost sight of her and paddled to shore. Brian Hooker reportedly arrived at the Marsh Harbor boatyard around 4 a.m. Sunday, April 5th, when he informed an individual who then alerted police. Brian issued a statement on April 8th saying the situation has left him heartbroken.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thank you for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.